All right. Hello, world. Super smart dog, man eating pineapples, and something about inbreeding, I think it was. I don't know. I'm Don.
Oh, I'm Kyko.
There you are. And you're watching Showcase for the week ending Sunday, May 28th, 2023. Happy Memorial Day. Let's get started.
That boy said inbreeding. Oh my God.
Yeah, they can still hear you. Yeah, the
I know.
system, the
I
opening,
know.
yeah, the title sequence. We still have hot mics during title sequences, so just so you know. Anyway, all right.
No,
Hey,
I
everybody.
know. I knew. I knew. I knew they could hear me. I knew they could hear.
But I mean,
I
we
knew they
gotta
could
let
hear
it.
me.
But we gotta let it play out, man. Anyway, all right. Stop the presses. This is our Sunday show, and that means weird headlines and your live chat comments. With me tonight is Mr. Kyko. How are we doing today?
I'm in here.
All right.
I'm in a different place.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
see
here
that.
though, but
Yeah,
I'm in
you're
here.
you're totally outside right now. Are you using like cellular reception? I guess for today. What is that?
Right. Uh, no, I mean I got the Wi-Fi going. I got the Wi-Fi going, but you know what I'm saying we I'm close by the Wi-Fi, so
The
you know what I'm saying.
Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi. Because I know you're not married, so I don't know what kind of like pronunciation game that was necessarily.
Yeah,
But
man, I'm
anyway,
right.
okay.
The
Well,
the the Wi-Fi route there.
yeah.
I'm right next to it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me. And thank you at home as well. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscription bell. If you have any weird news headlines, game stream ideas, or dad jokes to suggest, use the contact form on our Linktree page, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. And if you have any extra thoughts and you want to share it with us live, drop us a line in the live chat and we just might read it off live on air. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and kick this puppy off with the first order of business, which comes to us from National Public Radio. Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and I almost forgot to put the background music on there. Let me put some lounge on basically just to chill with. All right. A service dog gets his own college diploma, winning huge cheers. First published
No.
first published yesterday. Yeah, apparently this is a
They,
thing.
they, they said all. Control gave us the all, but I'm saying no.
Okay, why? Why? What do you have again? Well, actually, let me go ahead and read the story, and then we'll do the full reactions here. Hold on a second. So
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
they got through
Yeah.
college together, and when Grace Mariani took to the stage to receive her diploma at Seton Hall University this week, her service dog Justin was right beside her. Her fellow graduates cheered as school president Joseph Nair handed Mariani her diploma. She earned a BS in education, graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations. Then Nair held out a diploma for Justin, and the crowd inside the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey erupted. The scene was captured on video by the school. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. Wow. I can only imagine how long it's going to take for that poor dog to pay off the student loans with kibble. Um, I don't know. Kaiko, what's your reaction to this?
The dog is getting the diploma for the girl, not he got his own degree. The dog does not have a degree. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think if I read the story right, the dog got a separate one. Yeah. So, yeah, Grace got one already, and then down here, there's a whole separate thing. It looks like right there for the dog. So, I'm not really sure what else to sort of take from that, except the dog got a
But
separate
it's
degree.
it's not a degree. Is it a degree? Is it a degree or
It's
is
a
it just a
formality.
diploma saying
It's a it's
he's a
a
good boy?
it's a form. Yeah, exactly. This
Because
is for the best boy. No, I don't know.
right, but that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I thought it was a degree,
I mean, I guess it's supposed to serve
and
as
I
that.
was mad about that.
I guess it's supposed to serve
But that
as.
makes that infuriates.
I don't know why it infuriates you. I mean, the dog had
Hold on,
attended all of her classes with her. I guess this is I guess this is just basically sort of an extra little formality, I guess, to acknowledge both of them at the same time, basically in a way that sort of like the crowd can sort of like go along with. I guess, I don't know. It's a cute moment, I guess. We can sort of...
Well, I rebuke my no. I'll rebuke my no.
Well, there you go. Okay, cool. So, congratulations to Grace and Justin. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic on the docket tonight, which comes to us from Lad Bible. Let's see. Here we are.
Am I lagging a little bit?
A little tiny bit, but it's not unrecoverable. I'm watching the YouTube feed here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I just wish we had better light. I just wish we had better front lighting for you. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Teen hospitalized after injecting himself with mercury in attempt to become X-Men hero. We may need to turn down the volume on that very slightly. Sorry about that, listeners. Okay, I'm getting a note from Kyko behind the scenes. Says that he's going to a different area and he'll be right back. Okay, noted. We'll go ahead and keep a seat warm for you, Kyko, as we move on through this particular story here. Let's see. So, in 2014, a then teenage boy injected himself with mercury in an attempt to give himself superpowers. Wow. The then 15-year-old boy is said to have wanted to emulate Marvel's X-Men superhero Mercury. Mercury? I've never heard of that character. I think they mean Wolverine, given the image here, but okay. I'm not sure. Like, comic book people, like, if y'all are with us, like, shoot us a message in the live chat and let me know if that's a real thing. Kyko, welcome back. Yeah, so the kid ended up with painful ulcers that refused to heal. Yes, that's much better, actually.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. Let's see. He also
wait. So hold on. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to recap me on this.
Okay.
Just real quick.
So this teenager back in 2014, basically tried to become, I guess, Wolverine or someone named Mercury. That's a heck of a typo. But basically,
yeah.
Injected himself with mercury to give himself superpowers, basically, but just wound up with ulcers. And the same kid,
what?
The same kid is also. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, is that how Wolverine got his claws?
I mean, it was adamantium had to be injected at different infusion points. They did a movie about this in 2009, so yeah.
That's not mercury. So what was this kid doing?
I guess for lack of adamantium, for lack of actual liquefied molten metal, just put mercury in your blood. Why not? Anyway, so he is also.
I don't know if I have sympathy for this guy.
Me either, man. I don't know. This was crazy. He's also reported to have allowed spiders to bite him in the hopes that he could become like Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's crazy. This is, I guess, a spider bite.
I had to step away for that. What?
Yeah.
What?
That's a spider bite, I guess. Wow.
What? Yo, not gonna lie, bro. I did that once. Like, I didn't get bit by the spider, but I was like, if I let it bite me, it'll happen. and this was before I got the spider right there. You see what I'm saying? So I was really like that.
Wow. I mean, but why though? Like, okay, Ms. D says, by age 15, shouldn't he know that mercury is very toxic? One would think. I don't know. That's bizarre in and of itself. Thanks for the comment, Ms. D. Yeah, this is one of those things where truth is stranger than fiction, but like, don't try to make fiction into truth. Like, some things just aren't compatible with it, maybe, I think is the takeaway.
But I had a little bit of sympathy for him on the mercury, but he lost it all for me when we now hearing about the spider.
Ouch. Well, the report goes on to say that again, why are they calling the Mercury? The report also goes on to say the boy was inspired by the Marvel character Mercury from the X-Men comics franchise, also mentioning a film entitled X-Men Wolverine, most likely 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah, that's the movie I was just talking about. Mercury is referenced here as a character. I don't know. Is there a Marvel character named Mercury? I've never heard of one.
It might be. There's so many Marvel characters.
I feel like doing this. Hang on one second.
Yeah, do it. I was going to do it if you wasn't going to do it because I want to know. I feel like they couldn't have just made that big of a typo.
I mean, that's like a big deal. This is a big thing. Oh, holy crap! This is a real thing. Wow.
Person.
Okay, so yeah.
Girl.
So basically, this is an X-Man character, I guess. Basically.
I think I remember her. I remember her.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you read the comics?
I think so. Like not good. Vaguely, you know.
This actually looks like Black Widow for a quick second, except with like the ability to sort of become liquefied, basically like a liquefiable Black Widow, I guess, sort of situation. Or maybe Catherine Zeta-Jones in the movie Entrapment. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I don't know what else to take away from this. Either way, that was a dumb thing to do. Inject yourself with mercury. I don't know. That's all I got for this. That's too bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he should have did the spider thing first, and then been like, I'm gonna take it up a level. He went to the maximum and then went down. You see what I'm saying?
How about
what's up with that?
How about doing neither?
None of it.
just none of
it. Yeah, just none of it.
I don't know.
I feel you.
That's crazy.
I feel you. So
I don't know. Let's move on. Let's see. Man shot roommate after accusing him of eating the last Hot Pocket, according to police. This is from the Associated Press.
Hey, this is real. This is real life. I feel this guy. This is real life. I don't like people touching my food.
Okay, but this isn't an Eggo commercial where it's a bit though. This is literally life and death. I mean, really? I mean, this reminds me of the there was some stuff in the news some time ago about the chicken sandwiches from Popeyes. There were people actually stabbing people and like messing people up seriously over their place in line for a chicken sandwich from Popeyes. Like, this was all over the news a few years ago. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Did you have anything like that in?
Boy in Atlanta got shot and killed. I don't think he got killed. I think he just got shot. But he got shot over the chicken sandwich at Popeyes.
Still
in Atlanta.
Still, it's fast food. Come on. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they put cocaine in it or something? Like, well, how did that happen? I don't remember.
It had to be because you know, I mean, it's not that serious.
Exactly. I don't know. Anyway, so back to the story. A man in Kentucky's largest city is facing criminal charges after allegedly shooting his roommate during a dispute over a Hot Pocket, authorities say. Clifton Williams, age 64, was arrested on assault charges Sunday after he accused his roommate of eating their last Hot Pocket and attacked him, shooting him in the buttocks, Louisville Metro Police Department officials told WLKY-TV. Ouch, good grief. That's a straight up Marcus from what is it? I don't remember his last name, but the Martin Lawrence character from Bad Boys, the second film. Remember, he accidentally gets shot in the butt. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to police, Williams started throwing tiles at the man after he realized the last microwavable turnover was gone. He then shot him in the buttocks as he tried to escape. Good Lord. Williams is prohibited from contacting the victim, who was taken to U of L hospital to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries. His bond was set at $7,500. Nothing is worth this. Come on, nothing is worth this. I don't care what flavor it was. Can we agree that some stuff kind of doesn't need to go down to DEFCON 1 over? Kyko, come on.
I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you. But there's a but to that. I feel this guy. This is real life. I'm telling you, this is we're gonna put this on note. We're gonna put this on note that this is my favorite article of the week, because I feel this guy. I mean, I don't know what we got to see next, but I'm saying I understand what he went through. I understand his mindset in going for a gun over this Hot Pocket. I get it. I get it. It's stupid, but I get it.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have to agree to disagree, even on that front.
No, I totally agree that it's stupid. I totally agree with you that.
Okay, that's.
But I feel it.
Okay, yeah. I still don't feel it, but okay, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to. agree to disagree there, I
Right,
guess.
right. Okay.
Brain Spaz says
Yeah.
shooting was extreme, but you don't eat or drink anybody's last anything unless they tell you it's okay. Thank you for the comment, Brain Spaz. Yeah,
Hey,
these are a given. Go ahead.
shout out to Brain Spaz because I bet you he understand.
Mm.
He understand. He get it, but he don't. I mean, he don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of them things, man.
You know, I actually remember back in 2016 when Civil War was being sort of promoted a little bit, the third Captain America film, right? There was this clip with Evans and Downey on opposite sides of each other, basically, and like Downey's about to eat the last donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles, and Evans is like, "Do you know what I told you would happen
Right.
if you ate the last red, white, and blue sprinkle donut?" And then Downey's like, "Chomp." And then Elizabeth Olsen screaming in the background out of terror. It's like that was funny. That was funny. But fortunately, no one was shot over that. So it's like, jokes aside, there needs to be sort of like, I can't believe that we're at a point where we need to sort of reaffirm the fact that some stuff is kind of like, no matter how much on a surface level you can sort of, I guess it sounds like what you're doing, Kyko, claim to sort of like see where the other person's coming from in terms of being that ticked off. But it's like, don't follow through with it. Friends don't let friends lose it. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that, man. This is crazy. Anyway, whatever. Let's move on. This is weird news right here on Weekend Showcase. Live across YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter at Weekend Showcase. Thanks so much for joining and smashing that like button and subscribing or following. Let's take a look at what else we've got here for this week's topics. Let's see. Here we are. Back to Lab Bible again. Horror as people realize when you're eating pineapple, the pineapple is eating you. That's the headline. Yep, that's the headline that we're looking at here. When describing fruit, the words that usually come to mind include sweet, juicy, maybe even crunchy, but it's clear stabby is in no one's repertoire when it comes to talking about our 5 a day. So it's of no surprise that the internet has been put into a full-blown meltdown after realizing when you're eating pineapple, the pineapple is eating you. The news has come as so much of a shock that some former pineapple lovers have since vowed to never take another bite of the tropical fruit again. Wow. Kyko, do you eat pineapple?
Yeah, I don't like pineapple flavored stuff. I've realized that. To this day, I don't like pineapple flavored stuff, but I do like pineapple.
Really? Okay, so be a little bit more specific. What if you're not talking about literal natural pineapple? What kind of flavored pineapple stuff do you like then?
No, I don't like any flavored pineapple anything unless it's mixed with something. Like if the pineapple is mixed with another flavor, then I can do that.
Okay, I misunderstood you there. Okay. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Like okay, watch this. Does pineapple go on pizza? I think it does.
Oh, listen, do you want to, because if you say yes, then we need to just go to the next topic because that's going to be an hour conversation. Are you saying yes?
Yeah, I did say yes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out on the record. I vote yes on pineapple on pizza. I support that congressional legislation of putting pineapple on pizza.
Okay, it don't have to be an hour conversation, but
it sounds like you disagree. Well, all right. We'll circle back to this, but we got to finish this topic first. We'll come back to it in a moment. Let's see. So one science buff took to TikTok to give people an extremely up close and personal look into the microcosmos within a pineapple. Okay, so I'm looking very carefully. I don't see a SpongeBob in there. I don't know where we can. I don't know where the SpongeBob would be inside of this particular pineapple, but okay, all right, never mind. Let's see. The content creator.
I'm glad you made that joke because that went right over my head.
What? Oh, come on! Everyone knows, who lives in a pineapple.
Like I wasn't thinking about SpongeBob. I'm saying I'm glad you made that joke. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it.
I mean, it was sitting right there.
Somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it.
Somebody had to say it. But so okay. In the clip, the content creator SF Microscopy headed to the video sharing platform TikTok to share with her 71,000 followers a little more about the fruit and why some people report somewhat of a weird reaction to it. In the clip, the expert picks apart tiny chunks of a pineapple before analyzing them under a microscope, and the results are quite frankly harrowing. The voiceover begins, "Why do our mouths tingle after eating pineapple?" Taking no time for the big reveal, the microscope maestro went on to explain just why so many of us feel that tingly sensation whenever we bite into the flesh of the spiky-haired produce. And the reason, brace yourself. Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess. We have not pre-screened these topics beforehand. I'm just going to go ahead and float this out there because I had a biology class back when I was in college that went over a little bit of this. If I'm not mistaken, it's an enzyme called bromelain that's responsible for that. That's naturally occurring within pineapple. No, it is not. What? It's because we are getting stabbed by thousands of tiny needles called raphides? This wasn't covered. Hold on a second. Pineapple needles.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, we
What?
can go over that.
What? Wait a minute. Wait. So it's because we're getting stabbed by thousands of tiny needles called raphides. These crystals of calcium oxalate poke holes in your cell membranes, causing irritation. The tell-all clip has since gone viral after clocking up over a staggering 35.9 million views and with nearly 4 million likes and dozens of thousands of comments. Wow, one TikTok user so freaked out by the science vowed they would never eat pineapple again. Okay, wait a minute. RAPHIDES. Let me try and go back a little bit here. Let's see here. Okay. RAPHIDE. Here it is. Okay, while there is no single clear explanation, there are many potential contributing factors to making your mouth tickle. Pineapples have pesky structures called raphides that are needles of insoluble crystals made of calcium oxalate that can be found in many plant tissues. Try to look around a little bit more. And there's the enzyme. There it is. Bromelain is a type of enzyme that dissolves the protective mucus that coats your tongue and the roof of your mouth. This means that the sensation caused by the raphides, as well as the natural acids in the fruit, have more of an impact. Okay, so this is Google saying that it's a little bit of column A, it's a little bit of column B. It's the bromelain, the enzyme that I was talking about initially, as well as these needles that are naturally these microscopic scale needles that are naturally occurring in pineapples that makes your mouth tingle whenever you eat natural pineapple. Kyko, what do you think? Will you ever? Well, actually, no. You already said you're not. You're gonna swipe left on all of pineapple, pretty much.
No. I like pineapples, but I don't like pineapple flavored stuff.
Well, okay. So then, all right. So I guess then the larger question is, how do you tell the difference between something that's? Can you detect the difference between something that's genuine pineapple, if it's not actual, like have pieces of pineapple in there, and something that's been artificially flavored to imitate pineapple? Like, can you detect a difference, and that's why?
Well, I mean, like I've had, soda and candy, and I don't like at these times in my life. I don't really care for that taste. But the pineapple, you cut up a pineapple in slices. Yeah, I'm gonna tear that up.
Okay.
So,
Honestly, I'm the same way, but just so long as after it's all caught up, I can put tiny chunks of it on my pizza. That's all I want to go ahead and say to that right there.
Right.
But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and move on here to the next topic, which comes to us from the Associated Press. Let's take a look. Sustainable till death do us part and 45 days beyond. Mushroom coffin. A last best wish for some. Mushroom coffin. I think I remember reading something about this some time ago. Yeah, this is a biodegradable final resting place. Kyko, what's your first reaction to this?
Well, can't rob this grave.
I mean, certainly not if you plant a tree on top of it and the whole thing gets absorbed in.
There you go. That's what you do with this.
I guess, I presume so, possibly. Let's read along and find out. This is coming from the Netherlands. Let's see. For those seeking to live in the most sustainable way, there is now an afterlife too. A Dutch intrepid inventor is now growing coffins by putting mycelium, the root structure of mushrooms, together with hemp fiber in a special mold that in a week turns into what could basically be compared to the looks of an unpainted Egyptian sarcophagus. And while traditional wooden coffins come from trees that can take decades to grow and years to break down in the soil, the mushroom versions biodegrade and deliver the remains to nature in barely a month and a half. In our 21st century, when the individual spirit can increasingly thrive way beyond the strictures of yore, death and funerals are also often still hemmed in by tradition that may fall far short of the vision of the deceased or their loved ones. Okay, so this is an option to sort of continue one's ecological consciousness, basically, even into death. Kyko, where do you stand on this? Is this something that you would do? That you would want double your remains?
I want to be mummified and put in a pyramid. So I wouldn't do this.
You doing this Egyptian style? You want to be?
Right. I want to go out Egyptian style. They gotta take the organs out through my nose and all that good stuff. Mummify me up.
But like, how are you going to take waking up once freaking like Rachel Weisz reads from the Book of the Dead, and you're in the middle of your eternal rest, and then here comes Mrs. Daniel Craig over here reading this incantation and interrupting your rest. Like it's you don't want to set yourself up for that.
And that's when I come out and I'm going, because that's what mummies do. That's where they got that from. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I'm ready for it. I ain't trying to be no tree.
But you can give back to the world, in an ecological sense, theoretically. Here's Miss D in the YouTube chats. Hey, Miss D, thanks for commenting. Ha! Is that a little pillow for the corpse's comfort? Actually, yeah, I didn't even notice that. Hold on a second. That's a little tiny pillow at the head. At the head of the coffin. At the head of this mycelium-based, natural, compostable, decomposable coffin. Yeah, this is no. If you're dead, you kind of don't need the comfort anymore, right? Your body is about to go into being worm food in the most time-wise and resource-wise efficient way possible, basically. It's
right.
Not every coffin is designed to be this biodegradable. What does it matter anymore? I don't know. Maybe this is just a guy who's alive talking, so what do I know? But about death,
right?
But
right.
I don't know. What those of you watching along, where do y'all stand on this? On giving corpses comfort, like a pillow into death. I don't know about that. I understand the formality of it. It's your loved ones. I understand that. 100%. It doesn't seem like something that the corpse would care about necessarily unto itself after the spirit has left, depending on what you believe about the afterlife. After the spirit has is no longer there, the person is no longer there, just their remains. We want to make sure the remains are comfortable eternally. This actually seems like it's right along the lines of what you were talking about, Kyko, about the idea of how mummies used to be made, basically, and they tried to take all the wealth with them, basically.
Right.
They tried to have all those comforts of life in the afterlife, and how did that go?
And we'll never see. I will only find out if they mummify me.
It seems we're a little out of practice as a species, though, for mummification, right? I'm trying to remember, the last time I read about somebody getting mummified, basically.
Well, listen, don't take my organs out. Just wrap me up in toilet paper and put me in a tomb. That's all. That's all you gotta do.
Whoa. You want to be a trick-or-treat style mummy? Just wrap you in toilet paper? Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, as long as it's more than 2 ply, then we good.
Oh well, now you're being extra. You fancy. You want here's a mummified Kyko with the 3-ply toilet paper,
right,
top to bottom. Wow.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Wow. I gotta say, what about those of you at home? Is this something that you would want for yourself, like a compostable coffin that gives you extra comfort, or I should say, gives your body extra comfort in death? I don't know. I don't know. I would think that wouldn't be necessary for me. I don't know. I don't know, because I'm gone. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, shoot us a comment. Let us know what you think. In the meantime, this is weird news. right here on Weekend Showcase. We're broadcasting live across YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter at Weekend Showcase. Thanks so much for joining and smashing that like button and subscribing or following. Let's see what else we've got here. Next one comes to us from, well, this is another Lad Bible. Good grief. Here we go. All right. Only a small number of people have an extra crease on their pinky finger. An extra crease?
So 4 creases.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like, I guess if you include on the left side, if you look at the left side image there, I guess, yeah, that would be, all right. See, I'm looking at my finger right now, and it's just the 2, and then the joint, the crease that meet where the finger sort of meets the rest of the hand. This is one of those things that you don't really think about until it shows up in some random article, some random clickbaity article, or a show like this that talks about weird, obscure stuff like this. Kyko, do you have this?
I'll say 2 things. No, first of all, no, that was the first thing I did when we read the thing. I checked. See, first of all, nobody has this. Only this person right here has this. And then second, that leads me to my second thing. This is the weirdest article that we have read so far. You know what you don't ask is what's the weirdest thing you heard? What's your favorite? Is that's what we ask. But this is the weirdest.
Wait, Ms. D says I have 3.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Ms. D, what do you mean? Like, are you talking about like just
correct? She has a correct amount of crease, or no? She's saying she has the 4. No, she has the regular 3.
I mean, is that correct, Ms. D? Like, give us another comment. Do you mean you have the 3 plus the point where the finger meets the hand, or you have 3 including the crease where the finger meets the hand?
Because all I'm saying is this guy right here with these 4 creases, boy, this guy got an extra bone in his finger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, where does the crease come from? How does that happen? What kind of triple jointed?
That's not a normal thing. People don't just be having extra bones in their pinkies.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's crazy. That's one of those things that's like, wow, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How in the world does that can't be naturally occurring? Okay, Ms. D, here's Ms. D again in the comments section on YouTube. 3 plus, no extra bone.
No extra bone. She ain't got no bone.
Okay, noted. Thanks for the clarity, Ms. D.
But is she still? I think she's saying 3 plus she's saying she has this. No, I don't know. Clarify it to me.
I think if I'm understanding that comment right, Ms. D means basically it's just the regular 3. So it's 2 plus the crease at the where the finger meets the hand, because there's no extra bone.
No extra bone. Yeah,
that's
bone.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Only a small number of people in the world have an extra crease at the bottom of their pinky finger, and if you're one of them, how exciting for you. Have a look at your hands now. If you're one of the people in the majority, then you'll have 2 creases in your little finger. If you've got a third one, then you're part of a very small and rare group of people who have something called an extra interphalangeal transverse. Ms. D says, yes, I have 4 creases. What?
Well, you are a special one. Shout out to Ms. D for the 4 creases. Listen.
Wow.
But she's clarifying that there is no extra bone.
But then where does the 4th one come from? I don't understand how that's possible then. Like, where does the extra one? I don't understand that. This throws my entire perception of reality into question. I don't know. Up is down. Up is down, black is white, cats sleeping with dogs. I don't know. But yeah, this may need further separate research basically into this extra interphalangeal transverse, I think is how that's pronounced. Interphalangeal. Okay. That's crazy. Let's see. It actually just means an extra thing. Okay, phalanges are, as you might know, the bones that make up your fingers and toes, with each finger containing 3 and your thumb containing just 2. If you don't fancy calling it an extra interphalangeal transverse because that sounds too Marvel for your tastes, ha ha ha. Okay. Why not call it a supernumerary digital flexion crease instead? Wow. Let's see. As to the rarity of this feature, in 1978, scientists from Japan gathered data from 551 people and discovered that from the 1,102 little fingers that those people had, one on each hand obviously, only 6 had this extra crease. Fascinatingly, or not, you be the judge, all the men only had them on one little finger, whereas in women they were found on both hands. Ms. D, do you have it on both hands? Hit us up in the comments.
Now,
Another
Miss D, don't think I'm saying that there's anything wrong with having the extra crease. All I'm saying is it's weird.
Hey, whoa.
This is weird news. This is weird news. But listen, more power to you. More power to you.
Another study. Oh, wow. Throw this up. Control. Throw this up on the comment. Are you kidding me? This is Miss D one more time saying, yes, both hands.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. Wow. Now, another study which only took in around 307 people suggested that the anomaly is more common in men than in women. Obviously, that's only a small study, though, so we can't read too much into it. There's no particular reason that can be gleaned as to why this feature might appear, nor any information about whether it is linked to anything. Okay, so if you or anybody you know has that extra crease in your pinky finger, now you have a conversation starter for that. Last words on this, Kyko, before we move on?
I'm about to go get another crease in my finger. That's a body modification that I'm aware is exists now in life.
Yeah, that seems like something that's on the mostly unnecessary kind of tip, but I don't know. That's just me. I may be projecting a little bit, so more power to you. Good luck. Good grief. Anyway, this is weird news right here on Weekend Showcase, live across YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter at Weekend Showcase. Thanks so much for joining and smashing that like button and subscribing or following. And that's actually a good segue, what you just brought up there, Kyko, regarding body modifications. That's actually a really good segue. Brainspad says, Miss D sent a picture. I don't think we can do that in the comments feed on YouTube, unfortunately. But anyway, like, I don't know if Google's planning on supporting that. Like, Instagram already can do that in the comments feed on Instagram posts. But anyway, but like I was saying, Kyko, that's the body modification thing. That's a segue to this topic right here, which comes to us from Lad Bible once again. Biohacker, age 45, who spends $2 million a year trying to de-age himself, gets injected with the blood of his teenage son.
Oh my God.
What? So, a man who spends millions of dollars every year trying to reverse his biological age has taken a bizarre next step. For some time now, Brian Johnson has been on a quest to turn back the hands of time. Following a strict diet and workout regime, the tech regime? Yeah, it's one of those words that's spelled the same, I don't know. Strict diet and workout regime, the tech mogul has managed to shave off some of the years he's accumulated. But now, the 45-year-old has revealed that in an effort to find the secret to eternal youth, he's been injected with his teenage son's blood. Having undergone blood transfusions with a stranger in the past, Brian has now done the same with his 17-year-old son, Talmadge, and dad, Richard, 70. The three generations of the... Yes, Control. The three generations of the Johnson family traveled to a clinic in Dallas, where Richard and Talmadge had a liter of their blood removed and converted into a batch of plasma, and another of red and white blood cells and platelets. Wow. So Brian Johnson's routine includes daily exercise. That's on the little the little context at the bottom of that image there. Talmadge's plasma was then injected into his father in the hope that it will repair any cellular damage and rejuvenate his blood. Pointing to a container filled with his plasma, Brian said, "Hey, look at that. This is how you can tell if I'm a fraud or not. The color is nice. It's pristine." Okay. Claims that plasma from younger bodies can improve the health of older generations have been around for some time. Studies on the matter have been carried out on mice in the past, though experts say the results are inconclusive and suggest trying it on humans is fairly reckless. Charles Brenner, a biochemist at City of Hope National Medical Center in Los Angeles, said, "We have not learned enough to suggest this is a viable human treatment for anything. To me, it's gross, evidence-free, and relatively dangerous." That's the City of Hope National Medical Center biochemist there. Okay, so Kyko, and Control is passing me a note. The word might have regimen, but with a typo missing N. So yeah, it is regimen. I don't know. Yeah, that typo threw me off when I was reading it off. Thank you, Control. Kyko, your thoughts, your final thoughts on this?
Well, this guy might as well do the mercury thing.
Oh man, come on. That's how you get ulcers. We already covered this. This.
It's jokes, but I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know. I mean, it works. They say it works, but they say don't do it in humans.
Yeah, this is a bit much for me. I gotta say, like this does remind me, however, of I'm trying to get this thing in the right place because this advertisement is trying to get in the way. There we go. Okay, I will say this topic reminds me of the second Back to the Future film. Remember where they had this scene early in the movie where he's basically Christopher Lloyd is like peeling off his face basically because he got a rejuvenated skin and they exchanged his blood out basically. They never really went into the science of exactly what was done before we see him again in the beginning of that film, but like it stands to reason that like something like this might have been part of it. This might be another case of, art imitating life, or rather predicting life basically. Like famously Star Trek sort of was very prescient in predicting the advent of cell phone technology, Bluetooth technology, right? Replace having blood transfusions basically as being an indirect facilitator of expanding one's life or expanding one's youth. I mean, there might be something to that. I don't know. Like, consult your physician, obviously, for more accurate and applicable medical advice. Obviously, take all this with a grain of salt. Kyko, I don't know. This seems like just fiction gone a little too far.
I mean, homie's spending $2 million a year for this. That's what we forgetting to realize too. Like, why? He needs to stop.
Feelings of mortality, maybe? I don't know.
Not for $2 million a year. I mean, people ain't even making that. So, like, that's a slap in the face.
I can think of some more socially productive uses for that $2 million a year.
Yeah, right.
So I agree with you, Kyko. That is a valid point. I don't know. What about those of you at home watching? Is this something that, if you had the money and the inclination, is this the kind of treatment that you would take? To try to extend your life, or I don't know, gain a more youthful appearance without going completely under the knife.
But then, not only that, why is his son agreeing to do that for him?
I guess because it's dad.
I'm not doing that for my dad.
I don't know. I mean, Father's Day is right around the corner. I don't know.
I'm not giving my dad no blood.
I mean, but like, how is this? I mean, all right, this isn't life or death. I was about to say, how is this very much different from giving your father a kidney or a piece of liver, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, if the fella gonna die, if the fella gonna go dead, then yeah, I give him something, but not just because he want to.
Brain Spaz on YouTube. Hey, again, Brain Spaz. Dad probably paid son to do that, is what Brain Spaz says.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take the money. I don't care. I don't want money for that. For him to just do that?
So then would you just basically Kyko, would you accept your just natural aging basically in spite of the scientific and financial capacity to do this kind of treatment? Let's say it actually works 100% as intended. Mm-hmm. Would you just swipe left on the whole thing? You're going to keep the money, you're going to go do other stuff basically, or do you think that you would do that given the opportunity?
Given the opportunity and it works. That's a hard question. You telling me on the confounds that it works? I don't know now because I'm saying right now it's dangerous.
It's just a thought experiment. It's just a thought experiment for now.
So if it worked, no, I still wouldn't do it. I accept my age.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I would accept it as well. Yeah. I would accept it as well. Like, there's something a little bit too Frankenstein-y about this, basically, for my taste, that I don't know. It's like, you can sort of make the Frankenstein, the organ transplant kind of argument, but you're not, I mean, you can only fight time but so much, and the corruption of the flesh, I guess, is the classy way to describe the process of aging, but
he doesn't think that this blood is keeping him from dying, does he?
I don't know about that. You can read it for yourself. Those of you who are curious to read more about this or any of the other topics that we're talking about tonight, by visiting the sources section in the description at the bottom of this episode on YouTube and Facebook, for our sources that we're using for this and all the other topics. If you want to do further reading, we do have to move on, unfortunately. We only have like 15 minutes until the top of the hour. But this it's weird news. What can I tell you? This is weird news. Let's go ahead and
Nah, I said this man's silly.
I mean, anyway, let's move on. Next topic is from UPI. Pizzeria offers to delay payments until after customers die.
Wow.
What?
Say what?
Then how do they make? Then how do they make any money? In the meantime, when bills, need to get paid, salaries need to get paid. Right? Leasing agreements need to get. I don't get that. There seems to be a trailer here of some kind. I'm hesitant to play that because I don't want us to get hit on YouTube. Hypothetically, I don't know. But
I think I'm very confused. I don't know why I'm so confused. I'm confused. What happens? You get customers pay when you die?
Yeah, I don't know how they enforce that.
I thought
I don't know.
employees don't get paid until I was confused. So it's saying that the customers can get free food and pay when they die. That's what this is saying.
It seems to be. Let's see. This is from a company called Hell Pizza that's based out of New Zealand.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now. I get it. That's all you had to do was tell me the name of the place, and I get it now.
Really?
It makes it all makes sense now.
Okay, so this place that calls itself Hell Pizza, located in Taika Waititi's backyard, it all makes sense. The guy who gave us What We Do in the Shadows, that neck of the woods, that area of the world, has a place that you pay for pizza after you die, naturally.
I mean, listen, if it's not, I think it's Satan giving you the pizza.
Oh. All right, so let's see. This is.
Go ahead and get your pineapples from this store.
Yeah, the bromelain. Get your bromelain and your what was the name of those needles that erode your cellular membrane or whatever that was. It's crazy. So, Hell Pizza CEO Ben Cummings said on Hell Pizza's website, quote, "We're seeing a growing number of people using the schemes to buy essential items like food, the pay after you die thing, and we think it's taking a step too far when you've got quick service restaurants like ours being asked to offer BNPL, buy now, pay later, for what is considered a treat, especially when you consider people are falling behind in their payments, and 10.5% of loans in New Zealand are in arrears," end quote. Arrears? ARREARS. Hold on one second. Let me figure this out. ARREARS. I'm going to go ahead and quickly just go ahead and put this up. This doesn't need to be on screen. Hold on.
Arrears.
Yeah, arrears. I pronounced it right. Okay. So yeah, noun, money that is owed and should have been paid earlier. There you go. I'd never seen that word before. I had to.
I haven't either. So
yeah.
I was following you with the new word. I was like, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
What that means.
Ms. D in the YouTube comments feed once again says, "Maybe it's just for certain customers, devil worshippers? Question mark."
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them with a business name like Hell Pizza.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it all makes sense. I get it now.
Yes, that's crazy. The pizzeria said 666 customers in New Zealand and 666 customers in Australia will be chosen for the Afterlife Pay program, which will delay payments for pizza until the customer has shuffled off this mortal coil. Those chosen will be invited to sign a real amendment to their wills, allowing the cost of their pizza to be collected upon death. No interest or fees will apply, and the agreement is legally binding, the website states. But legally binding to what standard? Like, are they coming after the next of kin, I guess, in case the deadbeat is, well, dead? I don't know. Like, under what circumstances? I don't get it.
This is a strange place. This is a strange one right here. Forget the joints on the pinky, boy. This is it. This is it. Yeah. This is weird. I mean, that's beyond weird.
It's a little early for Halloween gimmicks like this, I think. But I guess here you are. I don't know what else to sort of extrapolate from that other than this is apparently a thing and a recent thing as well. This item was first published on UPI on Friday. So there you go. Those of you watching along at home, what would you, is there any like food that, or you like non-essential kind of stuff that you would like to do a buy now, pay after death sort of thing, if at all possible in your area of the world?
Yeah,
it is something to comment.
The thing I get from Starbucks, if they can put me on a plan like that, let's do it.
But see, don't forget, that's not completely a blank check. You're setting yourself up with that agreement under the premise that your next of kin would have to pay for that indirectly by sort of taking that out of anything that you were going to leave them.
So I
Don't
don't
forget.
have no kids.
Okay, so you're good then. They would just sort of take it out of your assets.
Right, you know? And I'm not dying with my assets. Actually, yes, I am. They're gonna put it in a pyramid with me. So what you getting? You gonna
That's right.
To,
That's right. You're gonna be a toilet paper mummy.
Exactly. You're gonna have to run up in my pyramid to take my stuff now, to get anything from me, and it's gonna be haunted. You know, them pyramids are haunted. So I mean, listen, I'll go ahead and sign up for this pizza plan right here. If we talking like that, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay, Kyko, you let us know how the weather is in New Zealand when you get there. Anyway, this is Weird News right here on Weekend Showcase, live across YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter at Weekend Showcase. Thanks so much for joining and smashing that like button and subscribing or following. We have two, maybe three topics left before the top of the hour. Yeah, 3 topics left. Let's see if we can... Yeah, 3. Control's just passing me a note that it's 3 topics left. Let's see what we're going to go ahead and cap this off with. All right.
I'm laughing because I've seen his face in a whole bunch of memes, and it cracks me up every time I see this face.
Really?
Yeah.
This is King Charles II of Spain. The caption says, was severely ill as a result of inbreeding. Ugh. This is published by The Mirror. Most inbred royals of all time had rotting insides and were so ugly they scared wives. Whoa.
Wow.
King Charles II of Spain suffered a number of ailments through his life due to 16 generations of inbreeding over hundreds of years, as his family were hell-bent on keeping power. Wow, this is published today. Holy crap. Let's see. A king who ruled Spain was unable to walk or chew his food because of hundreds of years of inbreeding, and his name was Charles. Charles II of Spain, born in 1661, suffered a number of serious ailments throughout his life as the House of Habsburg, hell-bent on keeping power, refused to marry outside of the family from 1550. As a result, Charles's aunt was also his grandmother. Oh.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna need to have a conversation with some of our news researchers on staff.
Yeah.
Let's see. At the time of his birth, the Habsburgs ruled the Netherlands, Belgium, and parts of Germany as well as Spain. However, after 16 generations of inbreeding, Charles II was considered too deformed and intellectually stunted to rule properly.
That's an understatement of what they really look like. I bet you it's a drawing. That's not a, you know what I'm saying? That is not a camera photograph.
Yeah, historians Will and Ariel Durant described the portly monarch as, quote, short, lame, epileptic, senile, and completely bald before 35, always on the verge of death, but repeatedly baffling Christendom by continuing to live, end quote. Unable to chew his own food, he was impossible to understand because he also had an enormous tongue.
What kind of life is that? I feel bad for this guy. This guy I got sympathy for.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, man.
This is a different person, though. This is a different person. This is Emperor Ferdinand I of Austria, who had an enlarged head. And this thing on the right is
right there.
and the thing on the right is a photo of Ferdinand in the 1860s.
They let these people sit in the thrones, man. Just tell you what kind of world we live in.
Or at least we did at the time.
Right.
Apparently.
No, we still pushing it.
I mean, monarchies still exist in the world in 2023. Yes, that's right. Hopefully not this kind. Yeah. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and move on to the next item on the docket, which comes to us from Lad Bible once again. Here we go. So, come on. Nope.
He looked like a character out of Spider-Man. That's what he looked like.
Okay. Russian Popeye. Come on. Here we are. Russian Popeye regrets injecting oil into biceps and admits damage cannot be fixed. Warning, this article contains images and footage some readers may find distressing. Okay, I'm not going to put that on screen, but I can read this. A Russian man who pumped his arms full of oil to get big biceps had admitted that he ended up regretting the transformational procedure. Kirill Terentian has been nicknamed Russian Popeye after he had his arms inflated to an enormous size, but it's caused him significant problems and even been life-threatening.
Well, listen, there's a lot of, can I say, naive people that we've been covering today.
Okay. In the end, he injected about 3 liters of petroleum jelly into his arms, which blocked blood flow to his muscles and ended up killing some of the tissue. He had to go in for a series of surgeries to have huge lumps of jelly surgically removed, going from getting the gigantic biceps he'd always wanted to facing the risk of having his arms amputated if he didn't get the stuff out.
Yeah, let's see this guy. I'm ready for it.
I can't show it on screen. I don't want us to like get flagged by the YouTube and Twitch algorithms. Basically, Ms. D says ew ew ew.
Yeah, that's I gotta see that though. So I'm
those of you who want to see like the full frame thing here, basically you can check the item in the description down below on the YouTube and Facebook versions of this episode for the exact resource that we went to for this. But this is one of those Ripley's Believe It or Not sorts of things. You ever see that sort of thing on those Ripley's episodes or website content, basically, where it's like these people do like really crazy. I think we actually covered something like this last week. The girl with who had like tattooed eyeballs and a forked tongue and stuff like that. We were talking about that last week.
Definitely, yeah. So I mean, this don't fall short from all that. Yeah, no sympathy.
Yeah. Craziness. All right, let's move on. We're doing weird news right here on Weekend Showcase, live across YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter at Weekend Showcase. Thanks for joining and smashing that like button and subscribing or following. We have one last story to get to right now, which comes to us from the New York Post. Crocodile farm boss. Hold on. Come on.
You switched the screen up. You took the screen up. Yeah.
Sorry, hang on 1 second. Did this? Oh, I know what happened. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is. I don't know how this thing it expanded my screen. That was weird. Sorry about that. Crocodile farm boss eaten alive after 40 of his own animals pounced. 40?
Oh my God!
40. What?
Oh my goodness.
40 crocodiles killed a Cambodian farmer today while he was attempting to wrangle one of his reptiles. The crocodiles pounced, attacking him until he was dead. This is according to May Savary, the police chief of Siem Reap commune, where the man's farm was located. He told Viral Press of the freak accident.
Accident? Boy, you playing with 40 alligators. What's freak about it? It was...
The 72-year-old victim, named Luan Nam, had reportedly entered the enclosure so he could remove one of the crocs from a cage where it had laid eggs. Things took a disastrous turn after the beast, quote, attacked the stick, end quote, he was using to corral it, causing him to fall into the enclosure, according to Savary. All of a sudden, the reptile shepherd was beset by dozens of the animals, which ripped his body to shreds, leaving the paddock awash in blood.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't think it needs to be explained why I'm not showing these graphics on the air for this. But those of you who do have that morbid curiosity can take it upon yourselves to click through to search up the thing in the corresponding information in the description in the sources area of the description at the bottom of this video on YouTube and Facebook if you want to read more. Please let's stop messing with nature. This is like one of those things where it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that we still have like incidents like this where, number one, this sort of thing happens, and then number two, we act so surprised when horrible things happen,
right,
to people who try to do stuff with some of nature's deadliest animals. Like, I don't know how we're still sort of like having this sort of thing happen and we're surprised about it. It's tragic that this happened, obviously. Condolences to the man's family, obviously. I
feel bad for him that he made it, 72. He lived a good life, and this is how he got taken out. Like, he could have had an old person problem, but nah, he got eaten by crocodiles. That's
old person problem. Old person problem. What?
Hey man, old people got problems.
Listen,
That
listen.
younger folks don't have the same problems. Is all I'm
But
saying.
but Kyko, you understand? Not everyone can set aside $2 million to have their son's blood
But that's,
transfused
I
into their
mean,
body.
so I'm just saying.
Like, not everyone has that kind of bag to just
Right. I get you.
I don't know.
I get you. So I mean, I feel bad, man.
That was crazy.
Sympathy. I don't have sympathy for about 3 of the people we talked about tonight, but this guy I got some sympathy for.
Well, that's the end of this this particular roster of topics tonight. What were you, Kyko? What was your favorite topic of the night?
The boy shooting the boy in the butt for eating his hot pocket. Listen. All seriousness aside, that's funny. That is hilarious. He didn't die, so it gives me more leverage to laugh at it because he didn't die. So that's just over a hot pocket, my friend. That's hilarious. But also because it's just I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give my favorite topic of the week to hang on, not this one, I'm sorry. Where is it? I just had it. Where's that thing? Here it is, the pineapple piece. I'm giving my favorite topic of the week to the pineapples.
Okay.
Horror as people realize when you're eating pineapple, the pineapple is eating you. Yeah, that was a thing that I had actually come away from this learning something a little bit new on top of some old biology class sort of stuff that I came away from college with basically some time ago. There's the bromelain enzyme and these little microscopic needles. What was it? Hang on a second. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Hang on. I don't remember what it was. Hold on. Where is it? Raphides. 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 I'll look it up separately for the pronunciation from Google. But yeah, that's what it is. Apparently, it's not just that bromelain enzyme. It's all this stuff that's apparently only really visible microscopically. That makes your mouth all tingly whenever you're eating natural pineapple. Did not know that. So there you go. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. All right. So that's basically all that we've got for the weird news headlines.
The weirdest one though was I said the pinky thing was the weirdest thing just because I've never seen that before. I didn't know, unless it was an extra bone, I've never seen that just as a thing. But what took the cake for the weirdest was the hell pizza. That's just the pay for your pizza after you die. Yeah, that is a little crazy. But what makes it crazier is that first of all, it's called Hell's Pizza, and they got it set up like that. But then they doing this 666 customers and they're doing too much, and it's weird. And they need to just chill. I'm not saying I gotta stop. This is just chill. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, pump the brakes on the paranormal stuff. First of all, it's way out of season. We're almost to June. This is something I would expect of a company doing in October.
Right.
This is some Halloween kind of sort of stuff maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So we have one last thing to take care of, and that of course is what we end almost all of our episodes with, and that is I grab this tablet over here, and we do dad joke of the day. Are we ready?
No, I'm not ready. Let me get the net.
Please! No!
Let me grab that net.
All right. I guess any moment now we'll get Kyko back in frame here. Anyway, what was your favorite topic of the week, audience? Feel free to drop us a comment if you're with us in the live chat, or drop a comment down below to continue the conversation. Here we are. All right, Kyko, you ready?
This is a big house. So you don't understand the running that I just did.
Well, hey, at least you got a little bit of cardio in, so that's
right.
Good. That's good. All right, cool. So let's see. Here we are. How does cereal pay its bills? Breakfast cereal, cereal. How does cereal
pay its bills? You got me.
With checks. CHEX, checks.
All right, listen, I'm gonna break the net.
There you go. There you go, and I get the net. There we are. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Dad
That
joke
was a bad one.
Hey, these are the jokes, man. These are the jokes. Y'all knew what you were gonna get
Oh,
when you watched this show. Dad jokes.
oh
Anyway,
my goodness.
so that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in,
That's
everybody.
funny.
Drop a comment down below to continue the convo. Visit us at Weekend Showcase on all major social media platforms or Linktree/Weekend Showcase, like in the description and in the crawl at the bottom of the screen here to see it all in one place. We have a thing coming up on Friday. We're gonna have AJ joining us again for a game stream of the Spider-Man Miles Morales game in the celebration of the new Into the Spider-Verse movie. Across the Spider-Verse movie that's coming out this coming weekend. So we figured we should probably get a little bit of Miles Morales action on screen here, sort of tie into that. So feel free to join us for that this coming Friday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. We hope to see you there. For now, have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Salute to the troops and all that. And so what did you say? Did you say Merry Christmas? What was that?
Hey, listen, don't mind me. I got it net.
Anyway, happy Memorial Day. Enjoy your week. Be safe, be healthy, be happy, and we'll see you on Friday. I'm Don with me.
Kyko.
All right.
I came in early with that one.
That was pretty much on time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good night. Oh wow.
All right, so
That was we need to work on the timing a little bit, Kyko.